Today we're learning about the arithmetic progression. We'll be looking at Tn as well as Sn, the sum of n values. So stay tuned. Basically, there are two types of mathematical progressions. One is the arithmetic progression, AP, or the geometric progression, GP. So today we're looking at AP. Let's look at what it is. An arithmetic progression consists of a sequence of numbers. It's basically just an arrangement of numbers in a specific order where the difference between two consecutive terms are always the same. The two consecutive numbers, when we take the difference, will always yield the same value. For example, the first two terms, 4 and 2. The difference between 4 and 2 is 4 minus 2, which is 2. We can take any of the terms here and we'll get the consecutive numbers have the same difference. 10 and 8, 10 minus 8 is also 2. And for this reason, D is known as the common difference. Each number in the sequence here is known as a term. The first term here is 2. T1 represents the first term. T3 represents the third term, which is 6. T6 represents the sixth term, which is 12, and so on. So Tn represents the nth term. This formula is used to find the nth term. Tn represents the nth term. A represents the first term. N minus 1, n depends on which term we are looking for. If we are looking for the sixth term, then n will be 6. This value of n will be 6 as well. So this is n minus 1 multiplied by d, which is the common difference. Let's look at an example and how to use this formula. Find the 18th term in the AP, negative 3, 0, 3, 6, and this means it goes on. It goes on and on. So in this progression, the last term is not defined. It could go on forever. Let's apply this formula in this case. We are to find the 18th term, and therefore n will be 18. Let's substitute. So this will be T18, and a plus n we substitute with 18. 18 minus 1d. From here we can also find the first term. The first term is negative 3. So we replace a with negative 3. The last thing to find is d, the common difference. And the common difference can be found by taking the difference between any two consecutive terms. So I could take 0 minus negative 3, or 3 minus 0, or 6 minus 3. They would all give us the value of 3. The common difference here is 3. Once we've substituted all the values into the equation, then we can work it out. We will get the answer is 48. So the 18th term in this progression, if it were to go on, term number 18 will be 48. Sn represents the sum of n terms. So if we were looking for the sum of 8, the first 8 terms, then this will be S8. Remember, this is counting from the first term. We cannot start from the middle. So Sn is equals to n over 2. Again, if we are looking for the sum of the first 8 terms, n will be 8. This will be 8 as well. Bracket 2a, a and d mean the same things as before. A is the first term and d is the common difference. Let's apply the formula using an example. Sn is equals to n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Find the sum of the first 7 terms in the AP. We're using back the same AP. So let's look at the sum of the first 7 terms. Now n here is 7. So substitute n with 7. We get S7 equals to 7 over 2, and n minus 1 will be 7 minus 1. The first term remains the same, negative 3. Substitute a with negative 3. This time is 2a, and the common difference d is 3 as before. So this will be 3, and when we work this out, the sum of the first 7 terms is 42. This means that if we add the first term, the second term, the third term, right up to the 7th term, we will get 42. This is a different formula that can be used to calculate the sum of the first n terms. Sn is equals to n over 2 bracket a plus l. L here represents the last term, but do not get confused by the term last, because it is not necessarily the last term in the progression. It is the last term in the sum of terms that we are looking for. So let's say we are looking for the sum of the first 7 terms. The last term here will be the 7th term. although it may not be the last term in the progression itself. That is why sometimes it is referred to as Tn. If you're looking for the sum of n terms, then the last term will be Tn, the nth term. Let's look at this example. Let's do the same question, but this time use the second formula. So the sum of the first 7 terms, S7, 7 over 2, A is still negative 3, but this time Tn will be T7, which is the 7th term. When we count from the first term, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15 is the 7th term. So when we add negative 3 to 15 here in the formula and multiply by 7 over 2, we will get 42, which is the same answer as we got before. There are 2 ways that we can calculate the sum of n terms in an AP. There is also another way that we can use to find the nth term, and that is by getting the sum of n terms and we subtract the sum of n minus 1 terms from the sum of n terms. For example, if we were looking for the 4th term, T4, then we would need to get the sum of the first 4 terms minus the sum of the first 3 terms. Let's look at this example here. So this is the same example as before. When we want to get the sum of the first 4 terms, the first 4 terms are negative 3, 0, 3 and 6. So it would be negative 3 plus 0 plus 3 plus 6. The sum of the first 3 terms will be negative 3 plus 0 plus 3. This is what we get here. Notice when we minus, what is left is the 4th term here. So T4 will be equals to 6. And this is true, as we can see in this AP here. This is another way of finding Tn. That is it for arithmetic progressions. Next we'll be going on to geometric progressions. I hope you've learned something. If you have, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.